this right over here. And what are they? They are hot dogs, but they're not really hot dogs. I like to call them steak dogs because these are crafted with steak trimmings with the most delicious recipe to give you a big, bold flavor, and they are a full 3.2 ounce size. So this is going to be a satisfying meal for anybody coming to your house. Buy more, save more available on this one. Obviously, the more you buy, the more the savings are going to be. And that hot pick, Jill is going to have the whole scoop for you coming up in about 8 minutes. But now Jill is going to take us on a tour around the world with Germac for an assortment we've never seen on the air before. So what's going on, Jill?
Yes, and we have our all-star tour guide, Christy Fletcher, here to take us on a travel around the world with a brand new mix from our friends at Germac. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, sweetie.
I know you're excited about this.
We worked for 6 months on this, so I'm very excited.
There are always premium ingredients in a Germac mix, but I think this one really sort of hits the mark. Going to some of the best places in the world that produce the best quality when it comes to berries or almonds or chickpeas or raisins. So this is a 3-pound assortment. You're getting 3 16-ounce jars. Each of these jars is going to have a wonderful combination of both nuts and fruits. So perfect for this time of year, great for road trips, nothing gonna melt, you know, in your hands or in the car.
That's right, it's a good summer mix.
Under $40, shipping and handling included. We're anticipating you're gonna love this so much, we already put it on auto delivery.
Good.
So let's talk about what Germac came up with this time and where are we going in the world to find these amazing ingredients,
We're going
Christy?
everywhere, and we're not leaving out the United States of America, but we're taking you on a food adventure, and the way we like to separate them down front, I like to show you these separate down front so you can kind of get a feel for everything. And also, this is the way it's set up in the Germac warehouse, packed separately, individually, tightly until you order. So that's just kind of a good, you know, way to look at it. We're going to start with one of your favorites. I know. This is
love golden raisins.
South African golden raisins. And South Africa really has cornered the market on this, and this is where folks in the United States and Germac get our golden raisins. This is the only mix that we have these in, and I can even pull these guys apart. They're different than your dark raisins, and one of the differences, and Jill, I know you love them, and you can describe, you know, as you wish. To me, they're a little bit more tangy and a little teeny bit less sweet, although sweet enough, and they're very plump and juicy.
Yes, I like them because of the plumpness.
Yes.
Right, they're not as dried as a traditional raisin.
That's right,
they're
hold
tender. There's a little almost, while there's no juice dripping out,
No.
I feel like they're juicy.
They are juicy.
They really are delicious. So the golden raisins here, even if you're not a raisin lover, and I have to confess here, I'm really not. But I love the golden raisins and always have.
And squish. Let's get that squish. I know. I love them too. You've got me attached to it. Now, these are Marcona.
Oh, I love Marcona almonds.
From Spain. I fell in love with these, and they are different than your other almonds from California, although those are great. These are more tender. They have a sweetness to them. They also have a little bit more natural oils to them, so they're softer and sweeter. And all this is about the soil and the climate. That's why we go to certain places for these different items, because it's all about the soil and the climate. Those Marcona almonds, I absolutely am in love with.
And no skin on those either.
No skin on those, and they are roasted, lightly roasted in the Germac way with a little touch of salt.
Can I throw out, Marcona almonds are only harvested for a small amount of time.
Right.
So even trying to get access to them here in the United States in the specialty stores is difficult.
It's extremely
difficult.
difficult.
I'm excited that we're able to let our customers try a Marcona almond because I think they're delicious.
And if you think you're going to love them, again, we have auto delivery, or you can order more than one set. Now, blueberries, we have in only one other mix, but I adore blueberries. And look I can squish that. Squish. See, I can even pull that guy apart. Now, blueberries are smaller,
and they
traditional.
still have such a
Look
good
at
blueberry
that.
taste,
That's
Christy.
a blueberry. That's the key, Jill, is because I've tasted blueberries before that are dried, obviously, and it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste great, but it doesn't taste like a blueberry anymore.
These are awesome.
These taste like blueberries still. And again, the squish there, that's your key, is that softness, Okay, now we go to the walnuts. Oh, the blueberries are from the Pacific Northwest, by the way. It's my duty to remember where everything is coming from. Okay, that's the Pacific Northwest of the United States. These are our California walnuts. That is the walnut state, folks. You know that. No salt on that. That's our traditional Germac walnut that you've tasted before. Now we go to our India our cashews from India. India is very tropical. Cashews must be grown in a tropical nature, and they're lightly salted, buttery, delicious, batch roasted in the Germac way.
It's the dessert of nuts, I
think. It is buttery and creamy, and so we get those. These are from India, a very tropical region of the world, and so that's where we went for those. Our cranberries. I mean, I cannot. Wisconsin. Wisconsin, you know, this is the Wisconsin fruit. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Look how that, #1 seller of fruits of Wisconsin, cranberries, is the state of Wisconsin. And you know why that is so awesome is because the way they are grown in Wisconsin, because of the soil and the climate, it holds 60% of the juices even when it's dehydrated.
Wow.
That's because of the way it's grown and it's dried there. That's why you have always loved our bright, and look how bright. That's what you're looking for. Bright and squishy Wisconsin cranberries. Then we're going to something unusual to me. You don't see chickpeas in trail mixes all that much. Chickpeas kind of get ignored, and they shouldn't. These are Turkish chickpeas. I think folks in Turkey sometimes even eat hummus for breakfast. They love them so much, and they raise them so well there, and they're very lightly roasted and salted by Germac, and they're very crunchy. I'll even crunch one for you.
Yeah.
You hear
and
that
you
crunch?
need that. You need that crunch
Texture.
because you have that chewy softness with the blueberries and the cranberries, the butteriness that you have from the walnuts and the cashews, the slight sweetness you're getting from the golden raisins and from the Marcona almonds, and then the finishing crunch of that chickpea. Sharon, have you tried this mix? I know you're a Germac girl.
Try this.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Oh my gosh!
We've
First of
got
all,
fiber going. We've got
the blueberries.
I want to make sure I get a
blueberry
chickpea
is
in there.
unbelievable.
And chickpeas are all in there. They look like little peanuts, but
They do.
They're delicious.
Isn't that a good mix?
This is a delicious mix because there's so many different, there's more textures happening in this one than I think in almost any other mix. And you do have that balance between the sweet and the chewy, and then the full bodied flavor of the roasted nuts.
Right? Did you get any of the blueberries?
No, I'm going to go grab an extra blueberry.
Just like,
It tastes like a blueberry.
it's a burst of
tastes like
real
It's a
blueberry
burst of
in your
blueberry.
mouth.
You bite into it and
So
it just
good.
goes, blueberry.
So good.
Blueberry.
So good.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Sharon.
This might be one of your new most favorite mixes, and I want you to think about something. Your kids are going to camp. We just found out my son Trevor made the all-star team for baseball.
Yay, Trevor!
However, that means most of my summer is going to continue to be at the ball field. And so I've got to bring snacks. I've got to have stuff to munch on. Sometimes we're there for hours. I can't bring chocolate. I can't bring anything, melty. He wants a little bite of something. I have to get him some protein and some energy. This is your on-the-go mix. This is what you take with you. Keep it in baggies. Bring the container and stick it in the cooler when you're down at the beach or the shore. Love it. The flavors, the nuts, the texture, like Sharon was saying, and you've never seen a mix with these ingredients together. Marcona almonds from Spain, blueberries from the Pacific Northwest.
That's right.
Chickpeas from